Good morning, good morning. This is Jacqueline Richard Simmons, JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. I hope everyone is doing well. We've been having a lot of beautiful days. I hope y'all have praised God this morning. You know, that's the only way we can get through, because we got a lot of demons walking around us on a regular basis. People that eyes are not wide open, and they constantly want to keep you in their circle of misery, and we have to learn how to delete them when you see that misery is starting to hurt you. I'm going to talk to y'all this morning about people in success. Everybody has something they want to do in life. Whether they want to be the greatest pothead to the biggest million billionaire, okay? Somebody has something they like to do and they put it out there. And they want to be successful at it, okay? And we get that. However, when you're tying other people to you and the success that you claim that you want, notice the key word is claim, okay? That you're not even sure of. Don't hold other people back, okay? Don't lie to yourself, okay? I'm going to tell you guys why this industry, this music industry, supports me the way it does, okay? One, because they feel like I'm a great mother for helping my son achieve his goals. Two, because I stepped in and made things happen for me and my son in this music industry. I did it by myself, okay? I worked hard every day, no matter what challenges I went through. They seen that. This is why they still support me to this day. I didn't look down on the younger rappers. I actually joined with them and made songs just like them. Because they were the new wave. They were winning, so I joined the wave. Not every wave is good to ride, but their wave helped me. So I kept going. Even though I wasn't being paid a whole lot of money, I kept going. Here it is 8 years later from, July 2015, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 8 years later, I have over 100 tracks. 97 that's in my catalog with ASCAP. That showed the music industry that I was serious. They don't care about YouTube videos and how many views you got. They don't care about Instagram and Facebook and all of that other stuff, because you got to remember, before all of that stuff existed, the music industry was still here. Okay? And they had companies like ASCAP, BMI, and there's a few others that monitored the industry. Then you had the copyright offices that monitored the music and books. And if you're not a part of that frame, you're not a music artist. You're just making music as a hobby. So just leave it there. Okay? Leave it as your hobby. You do it whenever you feel like you want to do it. Because in the real industry, in the pro music industry, you have to produce on the regular basis or they will retire you. That's the way it works. People, this music industry has been here for before most of us was born. Okay? It's nothing new and it's not going anywhere. However, the serious music artists make it their business to make it a priority in their life no matter what they're going through. I'm going to use my life. You know, I don't like talking about other people's lives. You know, I always talk about myself. The other day, I had a big altercation. My grandson had some issues. A gun was almost pulled on him. I had to pull my gun. I had cops was involved. I went through a whole day of nothing but stress. Okay? And 2 days prior to that, Instagram sent me a message saying, hey, we would like you to be a creator of Instagram. It doesn't pay a whole lot unless you get a lot of views. But it does pay, and it all adds up. My day was so stressful, it was unreal. But I had a job to do. And I did that job. I didn't look perfect. I didn't have on makeup. But I did what I had to do. You can't blame your stress and whatever you go through in life on why you are not doing your job. That's understandable if you're sick and you just can't get up. That's one of the reasons that people would take in consideration. You know, just like I was at work. This happened about a month and a half ago. And my supervisor came to me and she was like, your numbers are not right. You know, I don't want to have to audit you. And I'm like, and I'm looking at her like, I felt like crap, you know. And I told her, I said, I don't feel good and I'm tired, you know. Now, granted, she didn't take that into consideration because she didn't know she was supposed to, I guess. You know, but I had to let her know that if my body is not up to par, I can't give you what you want me to give you. Okay? That's just life, you know. However, if I have stress on my head or whatever the case may be, you know, I should be able to throw that away and do my job and complete it and move on to whatever I have to do to fix my stress in my life. I worked for Frito-Lay, and Frito-Lay is a hard job to deal with because you have to deal with customer service on a regular basis, okay? Dealing with people every single day of your life, okay? Hold on, y'all. Alexa, for some reason, wants to play through the house. She just does what she wants to do. I guess she wants to hear herself or what. I don't know what is going on. I'm not even in the same area with her. She just came on. Oh, you in here.
Overslept.
Are you all right, sweetheart?
Egypt was in the room. I thought, Lord Jesus, I thought Alexa just came on and it wasn't Alexa. It was Egypt, didn't go to school. I thought she was in school. I should have checked in that room.
I overslept. I
Oh,
woke up at 8 o'clock.
oh gosh.
Boy, said that mom was tired, so I just went back to sleep.
All right, well,
It's Friday. They don't count to me.
as I was saying, I thought she was going, y'all. I've been roaming the house, and she was in the room the whole time. So now I gotta check the room to make sure she's out of here. Normally I wake up about 6 a.m. so I normally know when she's gone. But yesterday I was up late doing some work, putting work in. Okay, once again. And I was talking about Frito-Lay. I was talking about me working at Frito-Lay. And there was days where me and my significant other, my ex-significant other, would have major arguments. I mean, it would be crazy. And I would be up all night. And this is no lie what I'm telling you guys. I would be up all night, okay, arguing with this guy. And I'd be like, why are you doing this to me? And you know I have to leave out of here at 4 a.m. to go to work. I had to be out my house by 4 a.m., okay? And at the base by 4:35, almost 5 a.m. to get my truck and get out on the road and be out there by 6 a.m. when they start receiving, okay? There was days that I went to work crying, and people would say, well, what's wrong, Jackie? What's wrong? I'm like, I'm trying to get myself together because I know I got to go out here and do what I got to do, you know. But I learned as time went by that you have to shake it off and do whatever you got to do. And that's what made me successful with Frito-Lay. Then people start saying, well, Jackie, how do you do it? I just put it in the back of my mind and do what I have to do. If it's not holding your body down where you can't function, you should not allow it to destroy what you need to do. And that's just the bottom line. So when you don't do your part, that tells me that you don't really want it. That's what it tells me. That's what it tells everyone. Now, I had to go, the day that I had all the issues, I had to go sleep at a hotel because I knew I wouldn't be able to get my stuff done that I needed to get done in here because of the situation with my grandson. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get it done. So I went and stayed at a hotel and got some work done. Like I was saying, I didn't have on no makeup. I didn't have the finest clothes on. But I did what I had to do. And this is why I get chosen. Because people see my consistency. Okay? They see that I'm consistent with what I do. It may not be every single day or maybe 1 or 2 posts a day, but I do it. Some days may be better than others, but I do it and I try. Just like the other day, you know, I sat back, you know, my money was getting short and I'm saying I got to figure out another way to get money. God opened that door for me to see. This is why I meditate. How the people in North Carolina go out there and they make money every single day. Okay? I didn't want to do, say, the Instacart, the DoorDashes and all of those because I got to spend gas. That would take more money. So God allowed me to see what I needed to do. I got me some drinks together and went out there and made what I needed to make. And I want to be consistent at it. So I'm going to go out there and do it again. And again and again and again. If that's what it takes. The people like to see the same face. That's part of customer service and part of sales. So yeah, when you keep telling people you want to do something and this is my dream, blah, blah, blah. No, it's really not your dream if you're not doing anything to make it happen or if you're not trying. And in the music industry, we have deadlines. You can't just do what you want to do. It doesn't work that way. Y'all always see these guys at the top and say, oh, I want to be just like them, or I want to rock with them. Do you know what they had to go through to get to that point? What life environment they was living in? I'm shout out to Dr. Dre. You know, he put his story in a movie so we can see how he was slandered every single day because he wasn't making no money in the music industry. And then when he did start making the money, he was targeted. But he kept going. He made a lot of friends. He made a lot of enemies. But he kept going. You see, Jay-Z, for instance. He came in the game with Damon Dash. Okay? No. He was with another group. I'm sorry. Forgot the name of him. But then he got with Damon Dash. And him and Dame Dash got together and started popping things off for real. Jay really wasn't making that much money in the music. People wasn't even messing with him like that for real. But then he ran into Beyonce and saw that she was serious in this game. And he got real serious. He didn't know. He got a job with Def Jam, learned the ropes. And now they're very successful together because they stood strong. Look at 50 Cent. He came in the game with G-Unit. He branched off, do some other things. While we thought he was just dead, he wasn't. He was in the movie side of things. Making movies. Overseas. Movies that y'all have never even heard or seen of. Because that was his passion. And in his heart, it meant any means necessary. But he had to be taught you didn't have to run all the way over there to get the success that you needed. All you had to do was ask for help. And those that was really serious would have gave it to you. But he didn't know. He had to learn as he went. Went through it. And then I used myself. Y'all all want the come in fast, die young. Get the money fast, die young. Oh, it's not bringing in enough money for me, so I'm going to set it to the side. You sit it to the side, you go nowhere. You get blown, which they call get it fast and die young. You get all this money at once, then you don't get no more money later on. I'm longevity. And the industry made sure of that. They want me to stay around for a very long time. But I can't have people on my coattail that's not serious. Because they don't like it. People tied to me that don't have the same work ethic I have. So yeah, I have to let people go. You can't just do what you want to do. It's an organization. Either you serious or you not. Do you want to be a pro artist? A Facebook star? A YouTube star? It's all different things. All different titles. We look at CJ So Cool. I love CJ. He's a YouTube creator. He does well, very well in it. He tried the music side. Yeah, he made a few tracks. It didn't work as well as the YouTube, so he had to go with what was working for him. So he's titled a YouTube creator. YouTube didn't work for me. What worked for me was music. So when you Google me, it says music artist. Because that's what I am, a pro music artist. Because I make revenue. That's what they look at. How much can you make in this industry? And if you're making revenue, they're going to keep you. That's the way it works. If you're not making revenue, you're useless. Then I had someone else that wanted to be in the industry, but on the book side, which still is a writer, you know. And there's other copyright things that you know, for the government to show them that you're serious about what you're doing, you know. However, they wasn't serious either. It's hanging on a coattail for what? What are you hanging on a coattail for? If this is not what you really want. Because you have to put the time in. Just like with me, I go to school. I have all these products that I've overdone myself with, but I still have them, and I have to present them. I have my job, and I still got to take care of my child and myself. And now, Instagram. But I have to find a way to make it happen. It's a part of an 8-hour, 10-hour workday. I even have this, my podcast. I don't get on here every day, but they keep me because I bring in revenue. They actually harass me if I don't pay my bill. Like, why? Why you not paying? They put sales here. Take this sale and get back on the podcast. Because people listen. I wouldn't be doing it for nothing because people listen. They download. Granted, it's not enough money to really do anything with. But they know people are listening. If they're not listening live, they're going to go check it. And that's even better. Let me tell you something. That's even better when a person go look for your stuff than to them to join in because they see it that you on came live. That means you that much more important. That they will take the time to search you up and find your newest podcast and listen to it and download it. I'd be honored. So that's why I don't care who follows me and who likes my posts. Because I know they're going to go look for me. You may be like that way too. But they can look for you, but if they have no place to find you, what does it matter? If they cannot find you, what does it matter? You don't really have a business. Or in an organization. This stuff is real. You can't play with it. People are watching on a daily basis. And we have guidelines. That's why they make examples out of the music artists and even some of the YouTube stars. They make examples out of y'all when things are done wrong. And they hit y'all harder. Because there's guidelines. You have a whole organization standing behind you. You can't just do what you want to do. And that's just the bottom line. We have a lot of guidelines that we have to follow. And let me tell you something. ASCAP upped them. Okay? They don't want nobody on their platform that if you're not healthy and you're drinking and you're partying too much, they don't want it. They gave us a class of how they want us to eat. Y'all think it's funny, and I think it's funny too, but it's the reality of things. Because they have a certain amount of artists that they know get money. They go searching for their money. And their songs, they have to listen to these songs, see who's playing these songs, who in every country. They got to be looking at TV to see if commercials is playing your songs. Because some companies won't send the money. They just use your stuff and don't care. And that's what ASCAP job is. ASCAP is actually a non-profit organization. I don't know about BMI. But that's what they do. They go looking for our monies. When people decided they want to play our music and not pay us for it. But we can't make it hard for them. And they're not going to keep you on the top, say, 100 or 1,000, how many numbers they use, of people that make money that they're going to search for their monies if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And that's just the reality of it. You have to get serious if you want to be with an organization. I don't care what organization it is. I'm going to use my dad, for instance. He's a Mason. Okay? He had to keep going till he hit the top. He had to show them that he was serious about this organization. This is what I want to be. And I'm going to stay home. I'm going to study. I'm going to do what I have to do until I get what I need to get. My dad works a job. He had problems. But he still did what he had to do to get what he wanted. That was his goal. First and foremost, nothing moves in this country unless you're with an organization. And I'm going to tell y'all that. Okay? If they don't tell y'all, I'm going to tell y'all. If you're not with an organization, nothing moves in this country. And that organization needs to be known. Just like I'm building an organization, Private Friend Incorporated. I'm the little guy. I'm the baby. But they still know about me. Until I get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the way it works, people. Sometimes we're with so many organizations, it's unreal. You say to yourself, oh God, how did I get with all these organizations? Oh God, I'm driving myself crazy. And you got to let some go. Some you retire from, move on to others. This is what we do. Then you get with a group of people, like I'm going to tell you about last Saturday. I was out selling my drinks. I was in one area, did really well. And I told myself that I should have went another route, but because it was Earth Day. But I found the home that I thought was good, and it was pretty good, steady. But I decided to go to another area and check it out. I didn't make no money, but I met someone that's already in the organization that I'm coming into. Okay? And it was like it was God, because I said, never in a million years I thought I would have met someone that was in that particular organization and had as much knowledge as they had, because I meet people in that organization every day, and they really don't give me that much knowledge. They give me some, but they don't give me that much, and I had one I met via phone. She gave me a lot of information, information I pretty much already knew, but it was nothing new, okay? However, this new person I met not only gave me information that was going to help me, but they've already been in the field and They know all the ins and outs. So it's like God has blessed me with someone that was going to give me information that I didn't know nothing about. And I needed him. I needed that. We had to exchange information. So that way, when I'm ready, the door is already open. I just have to step through it. That's it. And that's what God does for us. When we're trying to get something, they open those doors. And they just wait for you to step through it. So the same thing I've been doing for others. Opening those doors for you to come on through. But you refuse to step through it. God said, okay, you know what? It's time for you to delete them because they're not coming through the door. You keep going. And I'm going to give you some doors to walk through. And it's going to be somebody on the other side right there to take you right where you need to go without the hustle and bustle. Because I see you really want it. That's the way it works. That's how God aligns it. But then you have these people with so much fear, or they're just not serious enough to go where God has opened the doors for you. Just like when God opened up the door for me, I tell y'all no lie, okay? I was thinking about doing this icy thing for like 2 months, okay? And I was talking to my friends outside about it, you know. And some was like, yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds good. Blah, blah. I was talking to other people. Some people didn't want to, that, you know how people is. Anyway, I said, okay, I know it's a time limit. I need to show my face out there. It's starting to get hot. I want the people to get familiar with me because I'm in sales, so I know all these things. You know, that's a whole nother organization. And I know all these things, so I want people to get familiar with the face. I need to get out there. I don't have my stuff yet. I'm waiting for the mail. I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for that. But I'm going to get out there. How am I going to do this, Jehovah? You know, this is what I'm saying to myself. Until you pull your drinks. Quiet as kept, I had to talk to my significant other in order for it to come to me. You know, because he used to like sweet tea. He always would make some tea. Did you make the tea? And I'm like, oh, Jesus. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, if he was acting like that, maybe these people would like the tea too. I said, but I like lemonade. You know, I always love on a hot day. There's nothing like on a hot day when you have your inner is just so hot. And you make a fresh cup, okay, or pitcher of real lemonade. Not that stuff they sell in the store with all the preservatives, and that's yellow, because real lemonade is not really yellow. It's like a pale yellow once it sits with the lemons for a few days. However, that's what I do. I make real lemonade. And it's nothing like that. Nice and cold. You just drink it down. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever. I said, I'm going to give it to my people. I said, I'm going to give it to them. God said, give it to y'all. I'm going to give it to y'all. Because barely we can find any real fresh lemonade around here. The best that I've tasted yet is Chick-fil-A when it comes to lemonade. And theirs is not even 100%. But they are the closest. Okay? So I say all that to say, God said, give it to him. Go through that door. He was saying, Jackie, go out there. And I did it. And I was successful at it. And I was thankful. And guess what? They got to see me again. And they're going to see me again. And again. And they're going to say she's serious. And then it's going to get to the point where they're going to be waiting on me. I'm not buying nothing to drink, or I'm not bringing no water or nothing to the corner or to wherever, because I know the lemonade lady gonna be out there, and I want some of that lemonade or that ice, that half and half, or that sweet tea. The same with music. Once they become a fan of whatever you have to offer, they're going to go and look for it. But they can't do that if you're not doing your part. Just like right now, if I'm going to use 50 Cent because he's been so successful with Power. He made another show. What was that other show? I forgot. But if he came out with a new show today and announced it, on this day, such and such is airing, guys, the people are going to go searching for it. Why? Because he's already showed his face. He showed his success. He showed what he can do. Even if it turns into a failure. Or they get tired of it, because you know how human beings are. We get tired of things fast. So we'll watch it, then we'll be like, then we might go back to it when we can't find nothing else. You know, that's how, you know, we fickled human beings, you know. But this is why we have to have a lot of things for people to endure, because they get fickled. Today I may have the people buying the lemonade. Tomorrow they might want the sweet tea. They may buy with my products. Okay, I'm using them for instance. The bath soap. The first they was loving the soap. Okay, people still loving the soap, but now people are starting to get interested in the lotion. They like the way it feels because it's summertime. They don't want that gooky stuff all over their skin. So now they want the lotion. I had one customer. She bought body wash and I think some soap. I forgot what the customer bought. But then she called me up and said, listen, I need some more body wash. Bring me 3 of those things. She just didn't want to run out because she loved it just that much. But then she may get tired of it later on and may want to go and get some other stuff, or may say, hey, Jackie, do you have another flavor? So you see what it does to us retail people? We have to prepare for these things. And I don't have the money like that to be buying all these labels for these different flavors of this and that and this. I'm trying to get there. So you have to take the loss until you can get there. But you still have to keep going. You can't let it disappoint you. You have to keep going. That's the way it works. Now, I had one person that was so serious about the jail system. You know, we talked about it. They must have talked about it on the street. They knew this particular person was around me. I'm the closest organization to them, and they know that they're affiliated with me. So who they contact? Me. They're not going to contact you. You are nobody. They have to contact the organization that you're affiliated with. That's the way it works. It's like sometimes I get emails for 50. They know that he's affiliated with me. So they will email me and say, well, we like you, Miss JJ, but we wanted to know about such and such and such as 150. Because they know he's affiliated with Private Friend Incorporated because I have songs with him. He's all over Private Friend Incorporated's page. One of them. So I say that to say, you know, people, y'all have to take these things serious if y'all want success. And this is just the bottom line, you know, because it's not going to come to you. You have to go out there and get it. You get chosen by the work that you put in. That's how you get chosen. I'm going to use this for instance. Like my daughter, right, and my next door neighbor, they both sell lip gloss, right? Now, she came to me, right, I said, ooh, we don't like the consistency of the lip gloss we got, so, Egypt said, I don't want to sell it. And my neighbor was making good money doing it. And she could have hated and be like, whatever, I'm going to keep selling mine. But she told us what she does. Okay? Now, my daughter, she done lost hope. But yet and still, we have a trademark in this lip gloss. And you done lost hope. How? So I said, okay, I'll get the work to my next door neighbor. If she wants it, I'm going to give it to her. Why? Because she's consistent in what she does. I don't care if you're my family or not. If you're not doing what's right to help yourself, you get eliminated. And it's just what it is. I'll give the business to somebody else. Just like I had a friend that wanted to be into books and do book things and stuff like that. They wasn't taking it serious. I get calls every single day. I meet people every single day. I just met me another one and told me her dream, that she just forgot about it because she didn't have the help. And I said, wow. I started laughing. I said, well, I got a spot for you. I had to laugh because, she don't know I just had to fire some people. Because they wasn't serious. But if you're serious, come on. And it's just the way it works. And it's not always people. Y'all always look at it, oh, I don't have the money to do this. Because anything you do in this industry, you got to have money. That's why I've learned to do almost everything by myself. I learned how to make the music. I learned how to do videos. I learned how to do photo shoots. I've learned a whole lot because I can't afford to throw them hundreds and thousands of dollars out my pocket. I even learned how to get my video on TV. And did it with a cell phone. Me and one of my good friends, I call her family, got out there, recorded that video. I submitted it to Revolt. And they play it on TV. Granted, I was looking a little crazy in the video. And people don't see me as that person. But yeah, it's me on TV. Jumping around. Doing my little dance. I had to figure out a way to do it because I didn't have the funding. But I did it. And they respected me for it. Right in my hood, where I live. I did. And I used what I had in my neighborhood to make that video. The timing was right. I said, I got to do this video. I told my friend, I said, I got to do this video. I got to do it now. She said, come on. And I did whatever. We did what we had to do. Because I had to make it happen. I had a time limit to get a video on TV. And like I still gotta do another video. I'm trying to get myself together with that, but nobody won't help me. I need somebody to help me. I'm about to ask her again to help me. I got my clothes and everything. I just gotta get, and I'm low on funding because I'm trying to build these businesses. I'm trying to do all of this stuff. And the help is limited. Nobody wants to be loyal to build for success. Because that's what the turnout is. It's about success. And then you get to the point, you want to give up, but I'm so far deep in, I can't let go. I can't. I have to keep going no matter what. Because I'm too deep in. Because they're going to harass me. Miss JJ, it's your turn to do something. What's going on? We ain't seen you working in a while. Let's go. Okay, well, we see she's doing some business right now, so we'll leave her alone a little while. But she still got to throw a song in it. What about us? Like, I got a song I got to finish now. What do I call it? Dry Haters. I got to finish that. I'm still was waiting the people. The song is loaded. I was waiting on the artist. The artist didn't do what the artist was supposed to do. I'm going to have to break it down and let that song go. Or just take his particular part out and just release mine. Now I got to go through all of that work all over again. Yeah, that's a whole process in itself. So I'm just letting y'all know. So just give me time. Meanwhile, I'll try to get Dry Haters finished up and to sound like I wanted to sound. I lost my headphones. I can't find those. So I'm saying, guys, I'm doing so much. It's like unreal. And I still got to go back to work soon. Like I said, going through the stress in my life, with family members and, it's a lot, people. Y'all don't even know, but I have to keep going. It doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. And that's what people have to understand. It just don't stop. We have to keep going. I try to tell this guy, that I was dealing with, like, okay, if you're not on the same page that I'm on when it comes to these organizations, I can't deal with you. Because people are watching and it doesn't look good. We have to work together no matter what organization we choose, whether if it's the Instagram social media organization, or if it's the music organization, or if it's the book organization, if it's the sales organization. And if we choose a couple of them, people are watching. They're waiting for the success. So I can't have a dead skeleton on my coattail. That's just the bottom line. I gotta shake you off. Because people are watching. And that's just the bottom line. I'm gonna use, I don't like to talk about people in their life, but I'm gonna talk about 50 real quick. Like, he picked up the girl, Cuban Link. A lot of us was upset about it. I wanted her to change her name because there's only one Cuban Link that we know. You got to remember that you have 3 generations in this industry right now. Okay? So, I wanted her to change her name. But her social media was based on that name. So I had to understand that. Then, he helped her out a lot by being with her, and they tied her to him, just like how I'm tied to him, and I said, okay, I see how they doing it. Okay, but she's doing nothing, and I complained about it. And others complained about it too. Like, okay, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to be that hidden girl or hidden wife? Then if that's the case, then stay out of his pictures. If you're going to be that social media, wife or girlfriend, then you need to do more work. So she started putting in work, and it was funny. You see some of the videos of 50 just looking at this stuff like that stuff is crazy, that social media stuff, because he's music and TV. So he's like, what the hell? So we laughing at him because it's funny. Watch it, and he's like, okay, this is what y'all got to do, and this is what we do. This is what we do, So I say all of that to say it's nothing wrong with it. But you got to put your work in, And I had they was like roasting her, one day on one of the, 50 is a part of me. So I'm like, if he's a part of me, then she's a part of me as well, So I'm like, leave her alone, y'all. Why y'all doing that, And it was like, what do you mean? All of y'all had to get y'all, we came at all of y'all. So what makes her any different? And I was like, damn, y'all right. Okay, all right. I'll let it go. Y'all go ahead and do whatever y'all want to do. Roaster. Just don't make it to where, she can't take it, or, because some people really get stressed out about it, when they make fun of them or mock them, they get upset about it. Some people cry. Some people, literally go crazy, Some people even be wanting to hurt themselves. And see, I don't know her, so I'm like, okay, can she take this? I don't want that extra stress on 50 because that's my people's. I'm like, I don't want him all hurt and messed up because, she can't handle what this industry dishes out. So that's why I was taken up for. Like, no, don't do that, y'all. Because he has to be a part of the backlash. But then they were right. Like, she got to get hers too. So, yeah. It's a rough industry. Yes, it is. But you have to take the bitter with the sweet and keep going. And that's just what it is. And I hope this helps someone. This podcast helps someone if they're thinking about getting into the industry, and they need to know how I said, like, I had to tell my son, like, son, listen here. Now you asked me to help you. I'm helping you. And where's the music? Then he got to the point where he started dropping music, didn't even tell me nothing about it. I'm listening to the music and then hear him. I said, that sound like my boy. Alexa, who's this song by?
This is 108 Soul, the soul of...
No, Alexa. Oh, I shouldn't have said her name. Jeez. Alexa, dismiss. But in reality, yes, so I'm listening to songs on on her. I'm going to just say her. And I hear my son. I said, that sounds like my son's voice. And then I asked, like, who's the song? And then his name popped up. I said, I knew that was my son. He made a song, didn't tell me. Bad boy. That's what I say to myself. But I'm like, oh, it's okay. Because I know he's doing what he's supposed to do and he's staying consistent. He was in a video I knew nothing about. I said, he sent me the video. I said, when did you do this, man? That's old. Old? Well, you have to let me know when you're doing these things, son. Well, Ma, you told me to stay consistent. I'm consistent. I just don't have time to always telling you. I get it. I'm doing what you asked me to do. And that's stay consistent. And you doing what you're supposed to do, I'm good. I'm all right. Ain't nothing like seeing listen to a song and say, I like this song. And it's telling my son. Is that my son? Yep, that's my son. That's how I was, it made me feel good because I didn't have to be pressuring him. Like, son, you gotta step up your game. Now, he does need to step up his game on social media. He don't really like social media, and he makes his ends with music, and that's the organization he wanted to be with. He didn't sign up for social media. Even though social media is part of, marketing, but he's like, shoot, mommy, you do that. You like social media. I don't like social media. And he already knows that if he has so much music now that if they search one song, they're going to hear the others. That's just what it is. We don't even have to announce the songs that we drop anymore. Because people are going to still listen. If they listen to your music, they're going to listen. They're going to hear the other ones. Is this a new one? Oh, okay. We don't even have to announce it. That's just something from the old school. The old school used to do. They always announce, we're dropping our songs on this day. Run out and get it. But this era is a little bit different. We don't have to waste as much money on marketing like they did back in the day. Because they was looking for a big outcome due to the fact of touring purposes, the money that they put into the artists. They need to get all of that back. So they put a certain amount of money in to get a return. Nowadays, you put a certain amount of money in and get a return, and you still may not get that return. Based on how the fans really love the artists. Songs that I make that I can't stand myself, but I needed to drop a song, so I dropped it, and they listened to it. I'm like, damn, that says that song I got paid for? Okay, I see y'all. All right, maybe I'll try it again. And maybe this one will be even better. The fans determine what they like and what they're willing to listen to, pay for, and download. I get listeners every single day on my podcast. Music side and this side. Every single day. People are listening to me. They show me consistency, I show them. And that's the way it works. Fair trade, there's no robbery. Now I'm a brand. Some people think they have a brand because they build a name or have a business license with that name. But they don't know that in the next state over, somebody else can use that name. If it's not in their database. So until you get it United States wide, it's not a brand. That's the purpose of having a brand, Because I made sure throughout the whole United States, no one will be able to use the Diamond Way, Miss JJ Diamond. No one. Because you see how many people use Miss JJ Diamond. Or Diamond. Even though I had it traded in Maryland. But that was only that state. So you learn as you go. You make mistakes. And then you learn from them. And mistakes cost money. And you don't want to keep making mistakes. However, every time you make a mistake, it makes you get higher and higher because now you know what to do. You know? And granted, I wish I would have ran into somebody that really knew what to do. But I didn't, so I have to go through the process so I can help others. Just like the guy that I ran into, that I'm going into the new organization. He ain't been through his trial and errors. And now doors are opening up for him to tell other people what they should and should not do because it may hurt them. I'm thankful for that. He's going to save me a lot of pain and agony.
Are you done?
No. Give me a few minutes. He's going to save me a lot of pain and agony. Okay? That I would have went through. The same with the music industry. When I open my door and let people step through, or even the writer's side, and let people step through, I'm saving them of a lot of agony. But if you don't step through that door with me, then you got to go find somebody else. And you got to hope and pray that you find somebody else that's willing to do that for you. Because not everybody's going to do that. A lot of people say, don't show them. I've seen pastors say, don't show them how to do this. Don't help them. Let them go through the pain too. But see, I'm real godly. And if God says to me, open up that door for them, then I'm going to do it. And then God led me to find somebody just like me. And say, here go a baby. Help that baby. Teach that baby what she needs to do to be like you. She ain't going to be 100% like you because you have other things going on. But she's going to be like you. Show her. Just like you would when you give birth to a child and you're teaching your child every step of the way. You take on that responsibility and adopt people. You know? Just like with 50, he adopted me. He said, okay, I'm going to adopt her. But what is she doing? Why is my adoptee running around over here and doing this and doing that? Because I learned more than you, Papa. Okay? And I'm over here doing this and doing that. And he's like, well, hey, hold on. Let me watch my kid. My kid is on to something here. Hold on. Wait. Let me watch my kid over here. Just like how I do with my little Egypt. When I see she on to something, hold on, let me watch her. Just like the other day, she told me we at the store. She said, Mommy, I want this Steve Madden bag. And I said, well, why? Why do we need Steve Madden? I want Steve Madden back in the day. She said, yeah, I know, but it's trending. I said, is it really? She said, yeah. Now she got the whole block upset with her. They hating the younger ones because she walking around with her little Steve Madden. Now I got me a Steve Madden too. I did my little video with the Steve Madden. I said, let me see how much it's trending. I guess I ain't on the kids' side, so they ain't showing it, you know. But it gave me some kid videos to do, you know, with my little Steve Madden. So we'll see how it works, you know. It may not be trending with the adults, but it's trending with the kids. Okay? So, yeah, and I watch. That's why, like with 50, he adopted me and he watching me. Like, what is she doing now? Let me see. And then he'll follow behind. And, oh, that worked. Okay. All right. Then there may be things he may be doing. Let me see. Try that. Okay, that works. All right. I'll stick with that. You know, his theory was, you only supposed to stay loyal to me. Well, Papa 50, you ain't got everything together over there. And I see that. So let me do what I'm doing and go find out some information over here to help us both. I'm trying to teach you some things now. I know you've been in this industry longer than me. But there's some things going on over here that I need to, you know. Just like I use a Little Dirk beat. He didn't even know me and Little Dirk was getting, well, I don't know if Dirk got, the extra love from Metro PCS. But I did. But he got some other love from Adidas. You know, so it works hand in hand. He's thinking like, oh my God, she's messing with these people in Chicago. And I'm like, what Papa 50, you didn't know I was dealing with them a long time ago. A couple of years back, you missed it. I rocks with Dirk. I rocks with Chicago. Drake put me on over there. It was 7 years ago. A radio station from Chicago said, listen, we like that song. And they said that you're the owner of it, so can we have it? And I gave it to them. I didn't know what it was going. What it? How can I put it? I didn't know how the process was. I just know they said they liked the song, so I said, okay, I'll give it to them. But I didn't know what it was going to lead to. I didn't know that the rappers in Chicago was listening to me and searched me up and did they research until I heard the music. And I said, oh, he been all up in my business. But that's okay. Because we're going to rock this out together. And that's how we do. And then here come Papa 50 like, what is she doing? Let me help her. You don't need to help me. Those my peoples. I never met them. But we doing some things over the internet. That's the way it works. To this day, I still haven't met Meek. To this day. But I know when he need my help. He know when I need his help. We ain't even got to talk. Just by listening to the music or what he say. We on the same mind frame. If we copy each other, it's like with the basketball. Of course, he had to do it pro style. It's okay. But look, it turned me up. I got a whole on Instagram of me missing a shot. Now see how it works hand in hand? The organizations work together. Because we are in this together. That's the way it works. I may not ever meet Meek. I see guys driving by on motorcycles. I'll be like, I wonder if that's Meek. And I'm saying to myself, damn, you ain't even in Philly. Those some other guys. So I go to the guy, hey, how y'all doing? Let me take a video because I want Meek to come down here and drive the motorcycle. So I can see him in person do it. Because I know I'm too far away. And they say, pretty much, they don't say anything. They just show me. When they see me out, some of the guys that do tricks on the bikes, because they know I like that. They know I'm so into Meek on the bikes. So they'll do it for me right here. When they know that I'm out and I'm out, you know, they see me out. Like, there she go. All right, let me do it now. And I be trying to get my phone out so I can record it, but sometimes I can't. So it just becomes a memory, which is just as good. Because they know I like it. Just like they know I like fireworks. So when I'm around or something happens, sometimes they'll light the fireworks to make me feel better. You know, people, y'all have to take these things serious because the people in your community takes it serious. My my community, when I say my community, I mean Charlotte and my surrounding areas, they take it serious. When they see me going through something and they see me online. It's like last year when I had my breakup. I was so depressed. They seen it. They seen me out there just working hard, trying to maneuver through my family issues and still be a music artist in a state, in a city. And they did whatever they could do to make me happy. And that brought more tears to my eyes because I knew they were watching. I knew. You know when the people are watching. You know when they're showing you love. So I say, no, I'm getting ready to close it out now. I say all of this to say, if you're serious in being successful in your city, whatever city that may be, just remember, people are always watching. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Miss JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. I don't know if I'm going to make a podcast, but I know I'm going to make some videos because I'll be out and about in the community with my people. Yeah. So, y'all join me on Instagram. Follow me, y'all, on Instagram. Miss JJ Diamond. I'm now an influencer creator. Okay? So that means I got to make videos to try to make money. Okay? I've been striving for this. I really wanted TikTok, because I'm always on TikTok and trying to learn their dances and stuff. You know, I do more of I want to try to learn how to do some skits and stuff. It's hard when you by yourself, but I'm watching this one guy. You know, he's really good at it. He's a Jamaican guy with Twist, I think. And he does them all by himself. Once in a blue moon, you will see somebody in the videos with him. And he's just so good at it. So I'm studying him, and I'm studying a couple of other people that is really into this thing so I can give you guys good videos. It's going to be hard with the other stuff that I do. You know, I'm more of a talker. I just get on there and talk. Y'all don't like to hear me talk all the time. TikTok love to hear me story time. Y'all don't like story time on Instagram. So I'm going to try to do more activity things for you guys. So, yeah, y'all follow me on Instagram, share, like my posts, view them. You know, that's how I get paid from Instagram. So I'm looking for them whenever they pay us. But, yeah, I got to keep going. You know, you take on a job, you keep going. Keep calling me, y'all. Just got a call from Ohio, call from California. I don't know who these people is calling me. They need to leave a message. If they want some product, order some. Yeah, y'all know y'all can go to the website, Diamond Way, MissJJDiamond.com, and order product. Follow me on Instagram, Diamond Way, TikTok. I'm everywhere, y'all. Wherever social media is, I'm there. Okay, so y'all follow me on all of my pages, but definitely Miss JJ Diamond on Instagram, because that is the one that's paying me. So yeah, I love you guys. Miss JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, Jacqueline Richardson, whatever y'all call me, and I'll talk to y'all soon.